there, it's Julie Robbins with Aiken Horsemanship Academy, and I just wanted to share a little bit about what I'm doing with my own personal horses. Right now I have two of my own horses that are, well, one I own. This I'm sitting on is Moonshine, and I don't own him, but I'm bringing him back to work for a demo that we're going to have for Follapalooza and on April 11th at 3 runs. And I just wanted to, and I'm bringing along Calypso as well. My young horse, I've had him out 3 days in a row. And so one thing I wanted to talk about that might be an issue for you too, this particular horse is very noisy in the mouth, meaning he's moving his mouth, he's chomping his mouth. I have a simple snaffle in him, as you can see, with no other device. There is a curb strap under there just to keep it, it's a loose ring, just to keep him from pulling it out. So there was a little issue. He's a little frustrated, so he reached around and bit at my stirrup. And so my correction for that is I just moved my foot. See my foot just kind of moving. So that might be a helpful tip. But how do I work through this problem of this noisy mouth? Well, one step that I like to do, and I already did with him, I should have filmed, but I put the bridle on, I take the reins off, and I move him around through his groundwork with the rope halter over that bridle until his mouth gets quiet. Now that happened. Now here, he's looking off a little bit. His mouth is still chewing, but I'm literally just going to sit here and wait for that mouth to get quiet. Now the good news is with this horse, I have another stop in place. I can stop him with my seat and legs and I don't have to use the rein. So the key piece here is that I leave the mouth alone until it's quiet before I use the rein. Now you're saying that that might take a really long time. Well, it might, but that's where I'm patient. But then again, it might not. So they're having a few seconds of it, or a second of it, and then he starts to chew again. But I don't want to just strap his mouth shut and say, hey dude, you know, you cannot have permission to move your mouth. I want to say, hey, get comfortable with that piece of equipment in your mouth, because that's a tool of refinement. Here I'm going to tip his nose over this way. There you go. You can hear the chomping. So when I'm working on this and I'm not videotaping it, I actually just listen. There he's yawning, sticking his tongue out. And it's up to him. He's a youngster. He's only 4. He's done a little bit in the bridle, but not a lot. And we're just going back to work after about 2.5, 3 months off. So there he's quiet. So now I'm going to ask him to go. Look, I'm not touching the reins. I don't care where he goes. But his reward for having his mouth quiet is that he goes. Now, I am in a fenced-in arena, so that helps. I don't have to steer. And I do have steering with my seat and legs on this horse, because he is a bridleless horse as well. So it's kind of funny, he's bridleless, which might seem more advanced, but he's not quite finished in the bridle. And part of that is just young horse education and having the patience for that. So that's the update I wanted you to see. My other horse, Calypso, is not in the bridle. He is just in a side pull, and I'll show you some of that in another video. But I just wanted to say, hey, I want to get back to doing these regular videos and staying in touch, and giving you a little insight on how I work through problems with my horses, because if we have horses, we often have struggles. So Calypso, say sign off until you see you later. We're going to sit here and wait for that mouth to get quiet, and when it does, we're going to ride off. So have a great day. Bye.